okay, it's Celia here. Now I'm just standing in the barn. Obviously the barn is closed, so hence the hat and the coat, so sorry about the look. But lots of questions coming in around kind of what happens if post-April or whatever, in April we still have restrictions, but I want to go ahead and I've booked the barn for my wedding, and I'm very worried about the size of the barn for an intimate ceremony, or I want to go ahead and book an intimate ceremony. So I thought I'd show you, because Alex and I, we set up the barn for an intimate ceremony to show you what it would look like, and I just thought I'd show you exactly kind of what it looks like. So say you were having just 15 people in the barn. Now, I am absolutely hoping that that will not be the case, that all of us will be able to have a lot more and we're going to be okay. But just in case, worst case scenario, that we had to do it for 15 people, would the barn be too big? And so I want to show you what it would be like. So let's just whiz around. So let's just go to the ceremony first of all, because that's the most critical thing. So this ceremony has been set up for 15 people. Gosh, I wonder if I can turn it. I don't know if I've now put you all on the side or what. Oh, right, okay. Doesn't like me doing that. Sorry, I will do some pictures as well. Literally, this ceremony is 15 people. And as you can see, it's a lovely, lovely, intimate setting. And I think it's much nicer if you have this round setting for a small amount of people in the barn. So obviously you still have your registrars at the end. So we'd need to put in an extra table over there. But you'd have your main table for you as a couple. And then all your guests would be obviously in this circular kind of in the middle. And then you as a couple have your sort of ceremony here, and then you've got your registrars there, and then afterwards you can go and sign the table and what have you. So to be honest, I don't personally feel that the barn, I mean, I think it's nice those trees are there by Let Love Blossom. I mean, obviously they're a separate hire, but we have got some, if you didn't want the cost of all of that, we have got some trees that would divide the room, basically. So you have a ceremony area. So this is the ceremony bit, and you can see, we're not looking at, I know the barn is a big space, don't get me wrong, but when you pace your chairs out like that, you don't look lost in the barn, because it actually fills the space quite nicely. So hopefully you can see that. And obviously if you put things like our arches, like the love letters, like things like this, you can make the space your own. Now, what would then happen is you have your ceremony and say you want your food. Well, obviously, you could still go down to the other building and do the llamas and everything else that you would normally do. But say you wanted to come back in here. Well, obviously, we would have cleared this space. But so maybe you've still got half the room. Now, at the moment, in this setup, is very similar how you would have it set up for intimate wedding, except the tables would be nearer. Now, I'm not going to kind of start changing it all round, I'll be honest, because I've not got enough people to start doing all that. But the point is, this setup is for about 15 people, 3 chairs and a top table. Sorry, 3 tables of guests and a top table. So you're effectively using, for a very intimate ceremony, half the barn. You've got half the barn for your eating area, and half the barn for your ceremony area. Now, what we've got is, we would put these trees up in the middle of the room to divide it, but with the half that was for your ceremony area, if you're still with me all this, we've actually got all these inside games, like the Splat the Rat, the Strong Man, Buzz Wire, plus remember we've got a lot of inside games we've got a lot of games which are outside, and actually some of those can be bought in. So you could have your dining area here, and then you either screen it, or in this bit you could have some indoor games. So you've got that real mixture of, you've had your ceremony, turn this into a games area. I'm sure, dancing area, if you're allowed. I don't know what we can and cannot do at the moment, I've got to be honest. But, say if you were, you've got dancing on this side and your music, and you've got your food at this side. So what I'm saying is, I'll know the bar normally, and we always say, it holds up to 180, it holds up to 300, all of that kind of thing. But the barn can be adapted very, very easily for as low as 15 people. If any of you were panicking and going, my goodness, I've booked this massive venue and how on earth am I going to fill it and what's it going to look like? Well, I just thought while I'd popped up, because we had it all set up, it's such a shame because we had it all set up for the wedding open day and we weren't able to go ahead. But I just thought sometimes you can't often see it. So I just thought I would just take a moment to show you what it actually could look like for a more intimate setting. And I hope that was useful. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. And just make sure you look after yourselves. Because, until we all get our vaccinations. All right. And hopefully just let us know if we can help you with anything else. All right, then. Take care. Bye.